It's Saturday evening. I'm already in my pajamas, bowls of paprika chips are ready, glasses filled with cola on the table. And together with my parents and little brother, I'm all set. My weekly highlight, TV Woon magazine, a Dutch television show all about interior design. What is he going to design and create today? And there he grabs his black marker and begins to sketch in his white book. I'm so eager to see what this will look like in reality. And the construction team gets started right away, and in the meantime, they go shopping, looking for the right items so it will turn out exactly like his design. Marvelous! I can hardly wait for the next week episode. The remarkable man I'm talking about passed away, unfortunately, in 2020 at an age of 78. I'm referring to Jan de Bouvrie, a titan in the Dutch interior design world and my childhood hero. Together with his wife, Monique de Bouvrie, they had a beautiful dynamic, creating a real movement that shaped today's design industry. Now, she's continuing the legacy and taking it to a new level, beyond interior design. Get inspired by our insightful conversation and discover how to add this magical beyond layer to your own interior design studio. Here she is, Monique de Bouvrie. Enjoy! Well, hi Monique, welcome in the Beyond Interior Design podcast.
Hi, Mark. Nice to be in your podcast.
Yeah, well, thanks. The honor is completely mine because Jan, your deceased husband, and you inspired me in so many ways on a very early age. I was watching a television show when I was around 10 years old. I was watching TV Woon magazine, your program, on the couch with my parents, and every week I was looking forward to Saturday evening to see this show. So you really inspired me to become an interior designer.
Wonderful.
And then well, we already discussed that when I was visiting you in your well, let's call it the candy store for interior designers, your showroom, your shop, your studio. But then a few years later, we met on a television show. It was in 2015. Yeah, you remember that one?
Yes.
Top Stylist.
Yeah.
Top Stylist.
Yeah, I was a jury member.
Yes. And then I was like, hey, who's that jury member? Hey, Monique. There is Monique. I had I didn't have the privilege, and I never took the chance to meet Jan in person. And actually, it's a shame. I was thinking about it. Why did that never happen? If you have this kind of idol and role model, why didn't do the chance? So for the listeners, if you are listening right now and you do have a kind of childhood hero that gave you the path of interior design or something, please make sure you create your own opportunity to meet him. Definitely. So.
Wonderful.
But well, we met in the TV show. Then you kind of eliminated me in that board. There was a show. I had to go home. Yeah, but it's things will probably go in the right direction for you. I trust. I do trust this. And now look at where we are right now in the podcast. We're a worldwide community of 226,000 people worldwide.
Oh, wonderful.
Inspiring other colleagues. So I'm so grateful to have you in the show today, because I want to discuss a lot, definitely about beyond interior design, because this is the level it's our religion.
For me, it's very important to inspire people, and also to get inspired from other persons.
Yeah, great. Well, I know you have started an education. There are two schools named after the Jan de Bouvrie Academy, right?
Yeah, the Jan de Bouvrie Academy and the Jan de Bouvrie College. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I want to discuss a few things with you. First, I would like to sketch a little bit of background from who you are and who Jan de Bouvrie is, his legacy. Then I would like to switch to talk about the vision of interior design and probably the design world in general. And then definitely the last part, as I told you already, beyond interior design, how to add this, well, kind of magical layer to the interior designs to make more impact. So let's start quickly to outline the history and background for the listeners. Who was Jan, and what does he mean for the interior design world?
Jan was a person who changed interior design, because at that time, I was just born, I think. He was asked to make everything which was brown white, so to put the light into a room. He started with his own room when he was a kid, to make everything white. So even his radio, everything was painted white. So he put the light into houses. That's what he did. So he changed. The Beatles changed in earlier days the music, and he changed interior. So it's important, what kind of movement are you doing? And so people will remember him as the white maker, but he put the light into space.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, if I would describe his signature, everybody thinks about white and symmetry. Those were the words I remembered, like his signature, just everything white and symmetry.
Yeah, but it has more to do with positiveness, because white, people always think that white is cold, but for his opinion, it had more to do with the light, because a dark room makes you also feel a little bit more darker, more emotional, and white brightens up everything.
Yeah, so let's call it bright instead of light, really. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, wonderful, because we came in those days, all the interior designs were really brown and heavy woods. And then came literally this, like you can call it a movement, because everybody was like, what's going on here? What is this? They were never conscious about, well, they just lived their life. They didn't pay a lot of attention to their house. Maybe it was good quality, or maybe it has some historical history or craftsmanship. But to shape an environment that is bright, that can brighten up your life.
Exactly.
No idea, right?
And at that time, people weren't thinking about that.
No.
So you see, because I always ask somebody, what makes you happy? Because I don't care if somebody wants to have purple, red, yellow. I really don't care. But for me, it's very important to create something. Maybe we are now 10 steps ahead, to create something which brightens up your life.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, because at one moment you really work together, and you came as well in the TV shows and was like, hey, this is his wife, this is Monique de Bouvrie. For me, you were adding the color in his life, or this kind of wow factors, or this artworks, or this. In my opinion, when it became really interesting for me.
Jan and I, we were a very good team. So he because I didn't went to school for this, what I'm doing. He was my best teacher. I learned everything from him, and because I put myself open, I wanted to learn. I wanted to interior and creation. It was in my mind the whole time, and it made me happy. So we were a very good team, and I add the color and the maybe the things which were a little bit over the top, which I loved very much, and we quarreled, so we had a lot of arguments about this also, but finally we had a beautiful creation. together. We made this beautiful creation together.
Yeah, beautiful dynamic. And I do truly believe that these arguments you both had, that's I love to hear that.
Quarreled a lot, huh? Whoa.
That's valuable, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's very valuable.
As if what happens if you don't have arguments together and you both say, yes, this is it?
No, because you want to reach out to something perfect. Perfect is nothing, because I don't like perfect things, but you want to reach out everything to this perfect creation. And we had wonderful arguments together.
Great. Yeah, well, I think this makes it really clear that you are raising the bar of interior design together with this beautiful dynamic you both had, influencing the perspective on interior design, on spaces, the art piecements, the statements you got.
Yeah.
So that's you made people conscious about the impact of interior design. So that's why you're here today in the podcast. And if I look back in my life, first I was just attracted to this beautiful new thing, what was going on, and when he was designing in his sketchbook and all these kind of elements, and
he made
and
beautiful drawings.
Yeah,
he was always
sketches,
making drawings. He smoked small cigars. He had always a cigar box with him, and he had a Dupont pen, and he made beautiful drawings everywhere.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's what I remember. And in some way, if we look now to the beyond levels, I know why it was so interesting, because it was definitely more than the next new shiny object. It had something to do with it, because it could look commercial, or we want something new and fresh. That's the only idea, but it was always, there was something behind this.
Yes, always.
Why?
It was, at first, it was something which came out from the head and from the heart. And then you go on to the commercial thing.
Yeah, that's how it's, of course it started from the inside.
The other way around. That's not a good thing.
No,
Always start with this and with this.
Yeah. Sometimes they call us, me and Sven, my business associate, they call us the why guys, because we're always like, why does it look like that? It's like, okay, beautiful picture. You can give an award to the most beautiful design because it looks good, use the right techniques.
Don't ask every time why. It's always also good to let it be. Don't ask why. Just feel it. Just sense it.
That could be enough sometimes.
Yeah.
Or it is enough sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But I know, but maybe then that's why it is so good, and it makes you so curious, because maybe sometimes you don't know the why. You're like, damn, this is great, and I don't know why it is, but it is like that.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
It's okay. I think that's the
just
maybe
let
it's the highest level, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
wonderful.
Why? No why anymore. Just
no why, but
just feel it.
In order to know what you need to do for your clients, I think it's very helpful to go to the deeper level. If you ask a few times why, then you can come to the real deal. Why is it in the first place they want to hire you as an interior designer? Yes, make my home beautiful, but in the end, they want to spend more time together. They want to surround themselves with beautiful objects.
That's another why, yeah.
That's the why I'm aiming for. Yeah. But and then I remember, if we go back to Jan, he could explain why certain furniture pieces or interventions were necessary. For instance, to make a space feel lighter or more spacious. But he also linked activity to interior design items. That's what I love so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
he was creating moments. He was creating moments for his clients. Like, I'm inviting you to dream about how wonderful it would be soon to read a newspaper at the table in that spot. And he was
exactly.
telling them,
yeah. That's what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's
he was a master. He was a master in that to make you dream of this meaningful moment. And he was connecting that with the chair or with the table or with the light. And he said, imagine that you are reading the newspaper here, and you're like, it's kind of poetic, romantic almost, but it's how I work nowadays. It has everything to do with that. Not this is a beautiful chair, it will fit your home. No, I know we want to create together this moment, and in order to create this is the ultimate scenario on your terms with this chair.
Not why, but what if?
What if? Yeah. What happens? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's a good thing.
It was one of the most.
We should do this by ourselves, almost with everything.
I think you are raising a new level in your life.
Your own reality. And to believe in it.
Create your own reality. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it with everything.
Yeah, you can design your life.
Yeah.
Right.
And to get then inspired by somebody else, and then think about it, and okay, I want to have that too. It's my creation, which will be real.
Yeah. And in the end, we are designers or architects, so it should be easy, right? You just have to be conscious and to see the world in another perspective.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then we can make it. We are the creators. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a wonderful profession, right? Because we can do the same for other people. So if you know it exactly for your own life, I think you do a good job for other people, because you know what kind of questions.
Yeah, because you have to get to know them a little bit and see how they live, and maybe you can add something more to their life, to do not standard things, but to create something which is like a special menu for them.
Special menu.
Like a menu.
Yeah.
We create a menu for our clients.
Is it the menu like in a recipe, or the recipe, or you just serve it?
I just serve it.
You serve it.
Yeah.
In order to have a great.
Yeah. But for me, it's always important, if I create something, it should make me happy also. It should make something feel here that it's okay. I could live there.
You are pointing at your heart right now for the people who are just listening.
Sorry. I always work with my heart. And that's a good thing. If it feels good here, it's okay.
So you can trust your intuition fully.
Yeah. And okay, not every time that good, but I try always. It should feel good here. When I create something and I see it, if it feels good, I could live there, then it's okay. Then I know those people like it also.
And it has all the elements in it.
Yeah.
To live a wonderful life. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
wow.
I create always with my feeling. Always with the heart.
Cool. Yeah. It's about the we could call it the essence of living, right? If you see it that way, if you design it that way, it really comes to the essence, down to the essence of living.
Yeah.
But nowadays, and that's kind of my second part, I would like to switch to that. Nowadays, aesthetics, beauty, trends seem to dominate the home decor industry. Do you agree?
Yeah, in some way. But you mean, what are you were saying about trends?
Well, it's about the next new shiny object, the next new season color, the next new. This is for some people. Well, for the normal daily general people, as you could call it, you're just not in the interior design business, and what you see in magazines.
But for me, everything goes by a certain kind of natural flow. So now it's very much the flow of handcraftship. It's everything with structure, natural colors, a lot of wood. I like it very much, but I'm ready for to add something to this. I like it. I like it when people are making things with their hands, when things are have a story. Everything should have a story. You create something, you have a story. And I think we need to add something. So in my head, I'm already busy, and also on the drawing table, we are busy to create something new, to add this handkerchief with some other colorful items. I can't say a lot because I want to, I don't want to say, to give everything away.
Oh, it's this kind of secret. It's a teaser right now. Yeah.
Because it's not finished yet. It's not finished yet.
All right. But it fits you, because you told me just in the beginning of the podcast, you told me you would like always to add something or to change something or to a kind of movement.
Because I never want to make the whole time the same kind of interior projects, because it's very important to get wonder, to get surprised. If you walk into a space, it should do something with you. And we're not talking about if something is beautiful or ugly, but it should do something with you, that you get wondered by something. Wow, what is this? And if later on you ask me, do you like it? Maybe I don't like it, but the wondering, that's very important.
If you talk about maybe I don't like it, I have this, sometimes you have this strange feeling that I love something, but it's so ugly. It's such a strange object, or stupid, or not well designed. But I'm really attracted sometimes to those items. Do you recognize that?
I recognize that. But
what could it be? What is it?
Explain why it is ugly. That's very hard to say.
I cannot say it. It's really ugly, but I do feel like, what is it? What is attracting me? This stupid thing, or this?
But sometimes in the beginning you can, it wonders you, and you don't think it's ugly or beautiful. But then it can, if you look to it again and again, it can give you a feeling that you're gonna like it.
Yeah. That's why they talk about hate and loving. It's so close.
Then always again, that why? I don't know why.
Just experience it. Just let it be.
Let it be. Yeah.
If you want to have this thing, well, buy it or take it or have it. If it's not, it's okay. Keep it. Leave it.
Yeah. Okay, but for me, it's always important to create again something new, and don't do the whole time like the same thing. I don't like it. I like to do I always say also, I like to. You have to face your fears in life, because you learn a lot from it, and it gets you more confident. And but I get bored very quickly if I do the whole time the same thing. I need to have the challenge in life. I need to have the challenge to create something new again. And sometimes it doesn't work out that well, but I'm allowed to.
Business wise, or
no,
how do you say it doesn't work out well?
But because we create here in our studio a lot of new spaces every time, and sometimes I think, I don't know, then I'm going to do it again. but it's also my practice area where I can do it to create new things for our clients. So this is a good thing to do.
Yeah. So you can do it in your own studio to test it out, to see how it works.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do they love? Why do they love? Yeah. Well, again,
Yeah.
why do they love it? There's something.
No, but what
There's
does
a
it do
why
with
always.
me
But
if I create
is it
something?
wondering? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
especially when people are walking through our studio here, through the spaces, I want them to have this wondering feeling. If they walk from one space into the another,
Yeah.
they should get wondered, and they do that because at the end they say, "Wow, it's amazing." And a lot of times people think we are still doing the white and black thing, which was the favorite of Jan, and we are not doing this. I always tell people, black and white are colors. They're not really colors, but they give other colors a kind of strength.
Is it the kind of background for the colors, like a museum does with this kind
No,
of
I
shaping
think
the
if
background
you
for the?
black, I love to add black small items which give a very natural interior, a kind of wow. How do you say that in English? Strength, force. I don't know.
Yeah, force. Yeah, power. It
Yeah,
empowers.
power.
This
Yes.
black touches
Yeah.
empowers the rest of the.
Empowers. Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, it does. When I was visiting a few months ago, and we met in your studio. It it was literally a candy store because you've gotten from this sometimes black white room into this magical, fully colored room with fluffy materials and a kind of a kind of fairy tale.
I love because
world, and then you come in.
Yeah, I travel a lot, and I go to a lot of art galleries, or I go to small places where I find a lot of beautiful things, and we try to find things, special small items made by special people in different countries, and we buy those things and we place them here. And but these are all things that I like, which I love. And I'm not looking at first at the commercial side of it. Of course, we need to eat, but at first I always needs to do something with me. I have to like it.
We call it form follows meaning at the institute.
Yeah. You're right. That's true.
Could it be a new direction where we're heading with interior design? This meaningful pieces.
Of course, meaningful pieces are very important. I think everybody should place items in their homes which gives you a happy feeling, and it needs to do something with you, and not place things in your house which you think are à la mode, very trendy at the moment, because I don't believe in that. Somebody asked me what kind of colors are for next year, and I say any color you love, because that's what it is.
But Google for the next new color, and you don't know anymore. It's
the only thing I always say, try to mix and match. I always say, when I see somebody young driving in an old car, that's beautiful. Or when you are old, you should wear new clothes. In an interior, you should combine high gloss with very matte materials with structure. So it's always yin and yang. And that's what I always want to put also in an interior.
Could you define this as your new? Well, Jan built a kind of legacy. You
No,
both
I
did
always
together.
did that. I always
You
did
always
that.
did that.
Yeah.
It's really it's
It's a kind of natural thing.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
your design. We call it design principles that you should have
Yeah.
those. We have
Yeah.
11
Yeah.
11 kind of game rules. If you
Yeah.
don't like it, then don't work with
Yeah.
us, because this is how we see the interior design
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
This is the impact you want to create. These are the game rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are your. This is your top one game.
I
rule.
like that. I like something a very old table with a very modern design chair. It's a wonderful thing. Just mix and match, then you make a special thing. But it should be something natural, what you like.
Yeah.
Don't do anything what people want you to do, but just it should be natural. It should give you a good feeling.
How do you see that freedom? And because you do have a big network, all the brands, you're designing your own products.
Yeah.
So is it you stick to that, or how do you make it really personal? Do you integrate their objects they already do have in their life, or is it completely new?
You mean that I objects of
yeah, well, it can be a couch, it can be a furniture piece, can be some antique piece that they already got into their life and they love it.
You mean clients?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
of
clients,
course.
with clients. Yeah. How do you work? How do you go?
Of course, yeah. I integrate that, of course, in an interior, because for me it's important what they like. It's very easy to move out everything, to throw away everything, yeah. But I think you should always ask what is of importance to them, and then you should give this item a special place, and you can easily integrate that in a new interior, no problem. Always be very respectful to those items. Yeah, I always do that.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you hate right now about what you see in the interior design world?
I don't hate
what can
everything.
really frustrate you?
I'm not judging. I don't hate anything. I'm not a judge. I don't judge about anything, because
you don't care.
Yeah, I don't really care. If they don't step on me, I don't step on them. No, but I really, I'm not judging. I'm not a negative person. I'm very positive. Why should I? Why should I say, "Oh, that's stupid or ugly or whatever"? No, I'm not doing this. I'm a happy, positive person, and I want to be inspired from talks which I have with people. And from beautiful things which I see on my travels. So positive, and I don't hate anything.
No. What could be because you're well, we could say you are a great businesswoman in the interior design world. You are appearing in magazines, TV. You have a wonderful store, shop. Great high-end clients, traveling the world. So that's the kind of preferred designer lifestyle for lots of interior designers.
Yeah.
So is it for you too? Is this the life, the designer lifestyle you always wanted to live?
Because I'm so happy to do this work. It's my life, and for me it's always important to be on the move. You can't put me 7 days a week, 8 hours a day here on the floor, because if you don't move, you don't see anything. So for me, it's important to travel a lot, to see a lot, to get inspired by everything in life. And if not, maybe my mind would be different. I don't know.
Is this one of your, if you should advise people that are just starting out in interior design, maybe they have really strong feelings for beautiful items and they would like to work with colors? It's most of the time that's the real starting point.
If you are a startup, it's very important to move around. So okay, maybe you don't have the money to travel a lot, but just move around in your own surrounding, because if you just stay at home and think about it, nothing will happen. So go to beautiful places in your own surrounding. Go to art galleries. Go to musea. Do those kind of things, or have beautiful talks with people.
Yeah, beautiful talks. Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
go and sit on a terrace and just meet other people you don't know and have a beautiful conversation. That can happen.
Of course, yeah.
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 So
like
be on the move the whole time. Move yourself around.
Great. And then what if you are just if you have a few years of business, you know, you were in that phase, like okay, every time people are reaching touching the ceiling, they feel like I'm stuck. I don't know how to continue. What if you look back in your career? What are
I have the
moments that
same.
you...
I also have sometimes. I'm not creative, and I want to be creative, and I think, can I do this or that? And then just suddenly it happens, but it can happen by a good conversation with somebody, or by seeing something, or by opening a magazine and see something beautiful, which inspires me then. So, but don't go and sit and force yourself to be creative, because then it doesn't happen. It just happens. It comes up, but just go on the move.
Let it go, move.
Yeah. Yes, move around.
Go with the flow.
Yeah. We'll go with the flow. That's also a sentence which is very à la mode.
Go with the flow. Yeah, it
go
is
with
à la
the flow.
mode.
Yeah.
And then you need to stay and to stay in the flow. You know, it's like the opposite energy. Actually, you need to stay in the flow. You need to touch it and hold it, but the flow is let it go. Yeah.
Just let it go.
Just let it go, and then the magic will happen for you.
Magic will happen, but believe in it. You need to believe in it. Yeah.
That's the most. Yeah. Is it mindset to build a good business?
Yeah. Also, yeah. You need to believe in it. And I'm saying this, but sometimes for me it's also hard to believe in something. But you need to believe in it. Yeah.
Is it more mindset more important than designer skills?
Nah, I think both. Of course, you need to be creative, because otherwise you can have a mindset and then nothing happens. But you need to have skills, of course, and then mindset. So it's first you need to have the skills inside.
What kind of skill? Because I'm always curious, because most of people, designers, they do a design academy or something like that, design school. Sometimes they don't, but they start a business and they are missing some skills or qualities. What are the skills that you faced? Because I don't know, what was your background really? Because you said
no, I had the best teacher, Jan. Jan was my
teacher. You started with a mentor in life.
I had a public relation background, so something totally different. And
people oriented.
Yes, but I met Jan, and I was already creative. I was always working with my hands, doing things and painting, and so I was already creative at school also. And then I met Jan, and he was my best teacher. So I think maybe it should be happened like it happened, and he took it out. He took the creativity up with me. So that's a good thing. And I didn't know that I had this skill so much in me. So it just happened, and it can happen to everybody. So to meet the right people which are triggering something in you, and then it can happen. But let it go then. Let it happen.
Again, let it go, yeah. Frozen. It's frozen today. Yeah. Well,
but of course you need to be you need to be creative, of course.
I'm very curious and eager all the time. Like that's why maybe my obsession with this why thing. Like I try to understand things, and I'm always curious for more the story behind the. Then that's what's really meaningful to me in my life. That's the real purpose behind it. I just go like a tourist in life, like click, oh nice, and go on. I like to understand stuff. Uh, we call it beyond interior design. Beyond interior design is this kind of extra magical layer you can attach to our beautiful profession. How would you like to describe beyond interior design? What could be beyond for you?
Beyond interior design. Beyond is that for me it's to create something which is very individual, and it gives a wondering feeling, and not doing things. Oh, it's very hard, this question, because my brain is
that's why I'm
like,
asking you. Yeah. It is something you cannot touch, but everybody knows as a creative, you know that sometimes you reach this beyond level. There's something going on, like you said, I can feel it in my heart.
yeah,
you know it's there. You added this special ingredient
yeah,
in your process, in your
yeah,
final result, in your maybe it's kind of energy you're adding. But yeah, I would. What is this? What is
yeah.
it for you? Maybe what's your recipe to add beyond? I like this wondering part.
Yeah,
I like that. I think
yeah,
that's
but
your
because every new project is a new story,
yeah.
and it should be special, more special than special than special. It should be my brain is going like, well, this, because I want to create something which is outstanding, and nobody should say, oh, I love it, because if somebody say, oh, I like it, and that's not what I like. I want to
Yeah.
have faces like this. No, don't say anything, but so open mouth effect. That's what I like.
Yeah.
And
Then you know you are on the
open eyes and open mouth. That's what I like. Say nothing.
I think you nailed a wonderful description of beyond, right? Yeah. See, that's why they call us the why guys. We just continue asking and doubts, and we get there. We get there always. Now we are in the core of what you're doing. Yeah, it's wonderful. This is your design principle. Wondering is your beyond
Don't
level.
say anything.
Yeah. Oh, now this was the recipe. This was your new layer.
Yeah.
No, I really like it that you always discuss what is going on right now. You add always something new to what we already know.
Yeah.
And that makes it every time you're challenging people, challenging maybe humanity to go to a next level in some way, right?
Yeah.
We started with this dark brown interiors with just a chair, but it was quality, and that's it, into a kind of new world with a whole new levels in it. It's not just a chair anymore.
No, it's far beyond. And sometimes when I'm with my team, I can't explain why a certain kind of setting, which I made then, is good. Because sometimes I don't understand it, but then I tell them, just look at it, and what do you feel here? Don't think about commercial. Just what do you sense? And because it's very hard to explain my brain, my feeling, but I want them to practice this and to exercise and to sense that also in their certain kind of way. You still understand what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. My next question was, do you do the same with your clients then? Do you say, please quiet, feel what is coming up. Yeah. Do you use this, well, kind of strategy to
You mean
make sure that you are in the right direction? Yeah, if you're presenting a design, the same like you do for your
no,
own
for me
shop
it's
and
very
showroom.
it's very important to at the beginning to have the right interview with them. And because then you get to know them a little bit, and then you start making these ideas, and then they come for the first time to see what your mood board is, your creation, your drawing. And then it's always a little bit scary if you are on the right track. It's always, and okay, and then it's when you're on the right track, it's so wow, because it always scares me a lot if we are really on the right track. But then okay, and we
It
had
still does scare you after
of
all
course,
those thousands of projects and
of
people.
course, and there is a very maybe a couple of times that it didn't work out that way, but I can count it on one hand. So no, because we know the to ask the right questions. That's important to really get to know them, and then it works out good. But it's a process, yeah. It's a process, and the process is it. I always say you are creating. How do you say that? Build nah, I can't find the
What
word.
is it? Shape,
Build
environment. What are you looking for?
and build
A
and build.
A
and build.
sculpture. A sculpture.
Sculpture. I'm sculpturing.
Yes.
It takes
Yeah.
time, and that's a nice thing to do. I don't hear
Thank
you.
you very.
Oh,
Monique. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you very much for this conversation.
We all already finished.
Yeah, I do think, but it's a perfectly. I would like to wrap this up because we touched so the beyond level, and in order to get there, and this kind of recipes that will inspire so many people to add their own beyond layers to the industry, because I think I really want to fight against this flat image of interior design in the world.
Yeah.
With these cheap chairs and this people throw it away if they don't like it anymore. And the only thing they have to do is think about it. Do I like this? Why do I like this? Do I like this for a longer time period, or what is it adding to my life?
And if it also because sometimes people say, yeah, but I don't have the money to buy those kind of furniture. Then I say, tell them, okay, just what do you like? Just collect money or save money to buy this special item which you love so much, and you keep it for life, because it costs you also so much energy and money to buy this, and you need to keep this forever. But always do things not the cheap industry, but create beautiful things and surround you with beautiful things.
Thank you, Monique. It was an honor to have you here.
Okay.
Really an honor. It's kind of, well, it started a whole new way of looking at in the world, but for me it feels like a circle as well, because if you go back to my 10-year-old kid with my sketchbooks, copying Jan with the sketches in the books. I have this. I still do have these color books, and then now you are in my life. I'm 40 right now.
But you see how important it is to be inspired by somebody.
Yeah. To have your role models. Yeah.
Yeah.
To find your role models in life, and the funny thing is that you really grow. You can grow with them because their perspective can change. Sometimes maybe they change in another direction, and you know for sure it's not me. You know, it happens. It's like what he or she is doing right now. That's okay. I don't like him or her anymore. I'm not. This is not my design religion.
No.
This is not my vision on the world. But in some way, I didn't know you were really into this beyond level, because it's most of the time people don't see it. The outside world, the media, they don't see it from this spiritual designers. We all are. It's
Yeah,
almost like this
exactly.
intuition and
Yeah,
well, it's a kind of magical thing. Clients are like, how do you do that? And sometimes it's like, I don't know.
yeah.
It's I just do it. Yeah, I can explain, but
That's the thing. You just do it.
yeah, do
Yeah.
you like it? Yeah. Okay, well, job done.
Okie dokie.
Funny.
Hey, oh even, we kunnen nu op Nederlands weer.
No, sorry. I have to close down. So if you, I do hope, me and Monique made it impossible for you to design the same way you did before you listen to this podcast episode. That's always my idea of every episode. So that's why we've changed or want to empower your perspective on interior design to create real impact. So what could be the beyond layer for your design business? Leave us a comment, send us an email. I love to hear from you. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye bye.